be able to present the whole teachings of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, how he translated Srimad Bhagavatham or Srimad Bhagavad-gītā, like word to word meaning, then translation, then the commentary, then this Roman translation. He was not sure whether he will be able to do the whole text with word to word translation, just as we see here. Original text, Roman transliteration, synonyms, translation, elaborate purports. So he was not sure whether he will be able to present. So he presented Chaitanya Charitamrita in a book called Teachings of Lord Chaitanya. So this came long before, I think before 1970, this Teachings of Lord Chaitanya was available, and Krishna book was also available before 1970s. Then gradually, by the mercy of Krishna and Srila Prabhupada's intense desire to preach the mission of Lord Chaitanya, he could stay in the mission for a longer time, so that he could fully present Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita with word-to-word meaning, translation, elaborate purports, etc. So in the teachings of Lord Chaitanya, Srila Prabhupada, he speaks elaborately about the philosophy of Māyāvāda. So this is the point I was just coming to make. And also there is one more book called Lord Chaitanya in 5 Features. Have you ever heard this book? Lord Chaitanya in 5 Features. This is I think this is the 7th chapter of Adi-lila of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. I think this is still available in BBT. It's a very small book. That is just the 7th chapter. I think this is 7th chapter. This is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu speaking to the sannyasis of Varanasi, headed by Prakashananda Saraswati. So that one particular book, it speaks fully about Māyāvāda philosophy, the defects of the Māyāvāda philosophy, and how the Vaiṣṇava philosophy is supreme, and in that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Everything is so nicely listed in that small book. So Srila Prabhupada, throughout his books, he constantly speaks about the misunderstandings of the impersonalists. So this is very incumbent on the devotees that we understand this philosophy very clearly. It's very, though this is a very technical subject, but still this is very important. In fact, the root of all suffering is to have improper understanding, improper philosophy. Of course, the root of all suffering is forgetfulness of Krishna. But that forgetfulness of Krishna appears in the conditioned soul when it tries to become an enjoyer as Krishna. It means when one is polluted of becoming like Krishna, which is the same as Māyāvāda philosophy. There also everyone is God. This is the philosophy of Māyāvāda. Everyone is God. So this is a very polluted philosophy. And when one thinks exactly that I should become like an enjoyer as Krishna, then he has to forget Krishna so that he can be an enjoyer. Otherwise, we cannot enjoy with Krishna. Means we cannot be a separated. We can be an enjoyer separate from Krishna, but together with Krishna, it's not possible to enjoy separately. We have to be part of Krishna and then enjoy with Him. Not that we have some separatism in Krishna and then we can enjoy with Krishna. That's not possible. So Krishna Puliya Bhogavanchakare, Maya-tare Japatiyatare. When we think that we want to enjoy like Krishna, then Krishna puts us in the material world. Maya catches it and puts us here in the material world. So this Maya philosophy is a very, very, very dangerous philosophy. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Māyāvādī bāsha sunile, haya sarvanash. Everything is finished. Everything is finished. So we should be very careful about this Maya philosophy. And Srila Prabhupada books, naturally, it's like a sun. Like the sun dissipates the darkness. Srila Prabhupada's literatures, Bhagavad-gītā, Srimad Bhagavatham, Chaitanya Charitamrita, all his books, all his lectures, all his conversations, all his letters, they are like the sun dissipating the darkness. There are different gradations of darkness. Darkness is darkness, but still some are more darker than the other. Say for example, in the evening, the twilight time, it's not so bright, but gradually darkness is coming. Then gradually, when you keep towards reaching the night, we see that more and more darkness is there. And considering the movement of the moon, we can see that there is a pratipad, there is Dvitiya, then Tritiya, then gradually it moves towards, if this is a Gaura Paksha, it gradually moves towards Ekadasi, Dwadasi, Trayodasi, then Chaturdasi, then comes the full Purnima. Yesterday it was Purnima, this Purushottam's Purnima. So then in the night, because of the full moon Purnima, we have so much of light. But still we know that that is still dark. It's in the night. It's not as bright as the sun. When the sun is there, it is more bright. But then when the night comes, that depends upon the Purnima or Amavasya, the darkness differs. So in the Purnima, we see that there is so much of light in darkness, in the darkness of absence of sun. But when we just gravitate towards Amavasya in Krishna Paksha, we see that Amavasya is really, really hot. And Purnima is bright, because I am coming from Salem temple. My previous presence was in the ISKCON Salem temple, and there we didn't have any electricity. So we can easily observe the Purnima and the Amavasya. If it's a Purnima, you can read books in the evening. You can really read books. Maybe here in the city we are just unaware because mostly we are using the lights. There once it is 6 o'clock or 6:30 in the evening, practically no light. And if it's a Purnima, you can clearly read books if you want. Of course, some strain will be there, but still you can read a book. That much you can have light. But if it's Amavasya, it's very difficult. Of course, there is no light in the ashram, so we don't use much of these torchlights also. So we should be very cautious where we are going. Even if you're going to bathroom and all, we should be very careful. We can't simply hit the wall or hit a pillar, anything like that. And if it's a Purnima day, we could clearly see this is there. And in Amavasya, we actually struggle. So there is levels of darkness. So here in the material world, though this is a dark place where there is no sun, Krishna has to personally give us sun, moon, so that we have some light here. Otherwise, this material is a dark place. But in the darkness, there are different gradations of darkness. Definitely, human beings are there, animals are there, birds are there, aquatics are there, 84 lakh species are there. And they are all situated in darkness. There is no doubt, whether there are different gradations of darkness also. The human beings in the Martyaloka, they are also in the darkness, but it is not as dark as the life of the animals, or even more darker is the life of plants. Though Indra, Chandra, Varuna, the big demigods, they are all situated in the heavenly planets. Definitely there is so much of light of sun, but still they are also in the material world, so that is also a dark place. So in the heaven is also, it's a dark place. I am speaking about the darkness of the ignorance of life. There is practically darkness in the evening, that we know. But as per Shastra, this darkness is not as dark as the ignorance of the living entity. This is to be noted. This is really a very, very pitch dark. So we have to come out of this ignorance. That's why Shastra says, Upanishad says, Tamaso ma jyotir kamaya. And that tama refers not to the darkness of the disappearance of the sun or disappearance of the moon. Actually, we are in the ignorance of particularness of Krishna. We have forgotten Krishna. That's a completely very, very miserable condition. Even if there is no light in the house or in the street, that is not as dark as the darkness of the ignorance of our real understanding that we are eternal servant of Krishna. So that is to be dissipated. So just speaking about the different levels of darkness. So if somebody is enjoying materially, definitely he is in darkness. He has to be awakened. So all the human beings who are all in the material world thinking that I am the enjoyer, I am living a very luxurious life, especially I am seeing here in Bangalore, people are thinking that they are happy. Actually, today is Wednesday. Yeah, but on a Monday, or okay, why to speak about Monday? Any day in the morning, if you just see the people of Bangalore, definitely we will lose mood. Because people are just suffering. They don't want to go to work at all. They are really so unhappy going to work. I don't think there is anyone in Bangalore city who is so eager to work. They are just waiting in the night. When will the sun comes, I can go to work. Nobody is like that. Even if somebody is saying that, no, I am like that, okay, thanks for being a crazy person, especially you can say. Otherwise, really there is no happiness. And it's for sure that nobody likes to live a very, what you can say, it's in the rat race, tough competition, and then with bad masters, deadlines. Nobody likes to work. So people in Bangalore, definitely they are also in darkness. And why to speak of Bangalore city? Even in New York City, people are in darkness. Or why to speak of only New York City? Even the heavenly planets, they are also in darkness. The lower planets, everybody is in darkness. So I am just coming to make a point that who are all trying to enjoy their senses, they are all under the control of Maya. Srila Prabhupada, he gave the caption for his Back to Godhead magazine as Krishna Surya Sama Maya Hayatakar Yahan Haritetahan Nahi Māyāvādī. Okay, yeah. So wherever there is Krishna, there is sunlight. And Maya means darkness. So when Krishna comes, then the darkness goes away. So when we try to enjoy our senses, we are under the clutches of Maya, so we are in darkness. That is one sense of darkness which definitely everybody has to remove it. And some are so capable that they advance in such a way that they come out of this conception of enjoying the senses. And from this level of darkness, they move to an even higher level of darkness, which is the position of the impersonal Māyāvādīs. They think that they have become God. Māyāvādī means one who doesn't accept the form of the Lord, one who thinks that the form of the Supreme Lord is Maya. He is called a Māyāvādī. As Srila Prabhupada says in one of his lectures, that Māyāvādī means one who is in Maya. This is also a definition given by Srila Prabhupada. That is also true. Though he has come out of the grip of Maya in the sense of freeing himself from sense enjoyment, he is caught by Maya in another net, that you are the Lord of whole existence, you are God. So this is another Maya, and he is thinking that I am freed from Maya because I don't want to enjoy my senses, I am not the body, I am soul, I am Brahman, Brahma Satya, Jagat Mithya, this world is false, this is temporary, this is false. All the existence other than Brahman is completely false. I have rejected that, I understood that I am that Brahman, Ekam Brahman. So he is released from this net of Maya and he is caught in a wider net. He thought that he is freed from the net of Maya, but he is now caught by Maya in another net. That's why Bhagavatam says, Ye Aravindaksha Vimuktamannas Tvai Astabhavat Avishuddha Buddhaya Arukya Krichlena Param Padam Kataha Patanti Adha Anadata Ishmat. So one who has not taken shelter, or one who has not tasted the honey of the lotus feet of the Lord, even if he goes to a very high level thinking that he is liberated, definitely Patanti Adha, he will fall down. He cannot stay in that position because he has neglected to worship the lotus feet of the Lord. So this is the position of the Māyāvādīs. They don't have the proper understanding of the Shastra. They think that they have become God. So still they are in the net of Maya. Srila Prabhupada often says, the last snare of Maya is to make one understand that he is God. This is a very dangerous thing. At least somebody who thinks that there is no God, even there is now no big difference between a Māyāvādī and an atheist. It's all the same category. Atheists say that there is no God. Māyāvādis, they say that I am God. I mean, indirectly they are saying that there is no God other than me, or everyone is God. When say the President of India, when everyone in India they say that I am the President of India, then it is as good as saying there is no President in India. Because everyone is claiming that I am the President. So atheists are Māyāvādī, it's all the same category. At least as per Vaiṣṇava conception, Māyāvāda and the atheists, they are all in the same level. In fact, Māyāvāda, they are even more dangerous than the Buddhists. That's what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that at least Buddhists, we can agree because anyway they are not accepting the Shastra. Buddhists, they don't accept the Shastra. They reject the Shastra. So we are not bothered. Anyway they have rejected the Shastra. They may say Ahimso Paramo Dharma, that is their philosophy. But then Shastra says a different thing, and then they say no, we don't want to follow your Shastra. For us Ahimso Paramo Dharma, and we have our own philosophy. It's also impersonal only, but we don't accept the Shastra. But the difficulty with the Māyāvāda is that they take our Shastra. Our Shastra means the Shastra of Sanatana Dharma given by Vedavyas. They take that Shastra and then give a different meaning to that. So they are very dangerous. That's why the interpreters of the Shastra, they are really offenders to the Shastra. They are really offenders to Vedavyas. They can never come to the right conclusion. Nobody has the authority to give their own meaning for the Shastra. That's why Srila Prabhupada, when somebody is giving a new translation for Bhagavad-gītā, they have their own philosophy injected in the name of Bhagavad-gītā. Prabhupada said, you write your own book, but why you are taking Bhagavad-gītā? Bhagavad-gītā means it should be Bhagavad-gītā as it is. But you take Bhagavad-gītā's popularity, and to gain popularity through Bhagavad-gītā, you are giving your own interpretation. If your philosophy is not in line with Bhagavad-gītā, then you write your own book. But don't why you are to use our book. So the Māyāvāda is like that. At least the Buddhists are saying in the sense that they reject our book and then they write a different book. But then the Māyāvādis, they are so cunning rascals that they use the same Shastra as the Vaiṣṇavas they use. In fact, Sanatana Dharma means it's a Vaiṣṇava religion. Sanatana Dharma means Dharma of surrender to the Lord. That's the Sanatana Dharma. Krishna speaks about this Sanatana Dharma. Prabhupada also writes about Sanatana Dharma in Bhagavad-gītā so much. Sanatana Dharma means the living entity is the surrendered servant of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So Vaiṣṇava religion is the only religion present in the Sanatana Dharma, or the end of the Veda, which is explaining the Sanatana Dharma, is Bhakti. Bhakti Vedanta. This is the conclusion of the Shastra. But Māyāvādis, they always trouble. They always give trouble. They are very dangerous. They give trouble to themselves and then they give trouble to the whole world by presenting a wrong philosophy. And that one wrong philosophy we are seeing here by their usage of the word kaivalya. Kaivalya refers to oneness, or you can say that there is no difference with the other. So that is also called as kaivalya. But then there is a big difference between the Vaiṣṇava conception and the Māyāvāda conception. Vaiṣṇava conception is the correct conception of kaivalya. That we are in one with the Lord means we are in line with the desire of the Lord. Say for example, when we say that I am one with my family, it doesn't mean that you become one with the family or you don't become homogeneously as one unit. When you say that I am one with the family, it means that my family's intention, my family's desires they're all aligned with my desires, or I am aligned with the desires of the family. When you say that, especially when you love a person, you may say that I am one with you, my heart is one with you. When you say that my heart is one with you, doesn't mean that both hearts are joining together and they become a homogeneous unit, and then there is nothing existing. When you say that my heart is one with you, it means that your heart is desiring the same thing that the other heart is desiring, correct? This is the proper understanding. This is the kaivalya. This is the oneness that Shastra is speaking about. When Shastra speaks about the kaivalya, ekam brahmam dvitiyam nasti. There is no second, there is only one. But that oneness refers to the living entity coming in line with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. When the servant properly serves his master, that is the oneness. But then there is also difference. That is Achintya Veda Veda Tattva. That Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave. We are one in quality with the Lord, but then, we are one in quality, but then in quantity, the Lord is Vibhu and we are Anu. So in that way, there is a difference also. And the kaivalya is that we are aligned with the Lord. And Srila Prabhupada, he speaks about this kaivalya and also the kaivalya pantha. Kaivalya pantha refers to the process of the kaivalya, which refers to the bhakti yoga. So kaivalya pantha refers to the bhakti yoga. That the living entity is completely in one with the desire of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. What the Lord wants, I am just doing it. What He doesn't want, I also don't want. So this is the kaivalya pantha that the Shastra is speaking about. So we should know this philosophy very clearly, otherwise we'll be misled by other people who speak a wrong philosophy. Now it's because of the appearance of Srila Prabhupada books that mostly the philosophy of the Māyāvādīs are just gone. Still they are existing. Of course in Karnataka, still the Sringeri Mutt is still there, and still their Acharyas are also there, they are also still preaching. But still it's all subdued. Māyāvāda philosophy is much subdued now. Much subdued. I remember it's long back when I was hearing one of the lectures of Vishwanath Bhaktika Swami, and of course when my Guru Maharaj, Vishwanath Jayapatak Maharaj, when they all came to India and they were all preaching Krishna consciousness, they always had a tough time with the Indians speaking about Advaitavad. Every now and then when you go and speak, I know, we know Shastra, it's Advaitavad. They always speak about Advaitavad. Now nobody speaks about Advaitavad. In fact, they do not know anything what is Advaita. People are not concerned about any philosophy now. But even if the Māyāvādīs or impersonalists are still giving discourses, they have now become personal. They started giving discourses on Bhagavatam also, which is not at all their literature. Bhagavatam is not their literature. Bhagavatam is meant for the, what is the verse? Nirmat Sananam Satam. This is meant for the Paramahamsas. It's a Vaiṣṇava literature. Of course, this is also for the Māyāvādī to get himself corrected to become a Vaiṣṇava. It's not that Māyāvādī should not, Māyāvādī should not speak Bhagavatam, but Māyāvādī can hear Bhagavatam. That's what Chaitanya Charitamrita you will see. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he spoke to Sarvam Bhattacharya, Prakashananda Saraswati from Srimad Bhagavatam and converted all the Māyāvādīs into Vaiṣṇavas. So, Māyāvādīs, they should not touch Bhagavatam when they are speaking, but they can obviously hear Srimad Bhagavatam. In fact, it's welcome. It's if Māyāvādīs want to come out of the snare of Maya, then they have to hear Srimad Bhagavatam from a pure devotee. What's the verse? Bhagavata, Bhagavya, Vaiṣṇava name comes that we should hear Bhagavatam from a Vaiṣṇava. So that's the injunction of the Shastra, that we should hear Bhagavatam from a Vaiṣṇava. So if Māyāvādī is hearing Srimad Bhagavatam from a Vaiṣṇava, then there is full hope that he can turn himself into a nice Vaiṣṇava that we see in the life of Sarvabhaumacharya. Sarvabhaumacharya was such a Māyāvādī, he was such an impersonalist that he was speaking from Vedanta for many days, 7 days? 7 days with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. With Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he came to Jagannath Puri. Sarvabhaumacharya could see that he is coming from the parampara of Bharati, Bharati, who is impersonalist person. Of course, he was not like that, but at least the parampara of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas was from the impersonalist school. So he thought that he is a young sannyasi, I should speak Vedanta to him. Only when he hears Vedanta, he'll not be allured by Maya. So he started speaking to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu the philosophy of impersonalism for 7 continuous days. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard everything. But still he did not speak anything. Then after the end of 7 days, Sarvabhaumacharya wanted to ask him, see, I am speaking the philosophy for a long time. Are you getting it or not? Then Chaitanya replied, I am getting the philosophy of Vedanta, but I am not getting your philosophy. The philosophy of Vedanta is very clear as the sun. And whatever commentary you give to this philosophy of Vedanta is as if like a cloud covering the sun. Actually, we are supposed to make the sun more available to us. See, say for example, if I want to have full mercy of the sun, then I have to clear everything. I have to open the window, open the door and step out and just see the sun. Oh, it's full light. But these Māyāvādīs, they think that they are trying to show the sun, but then they are closing, they are pulling us from, at least we are in some sunlight, they are pulling us out, blocking the door, closing the window, and they are putting us in full darkness, and they think that we are giving light. So this is their darkness. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then he started speaking the real philosophy of Vedanta. Because these Māyāvādīs, they are so puffed up because of their false ego, because of their pride, because of their understanding that I am God, that they don't want to surrender. So they think that they are the only persons who have the authority to speak Veda. They think that they know the conclusion of Veda. They call proudly themselves Vedantis. They thought that this Vedantis title is for it's a monopoly title of the Māyāvādīs only. But that's wrong. Actually, Vedanta, Bhāshyam Brahma Sutranam Srimad Bhagavatam. The Vedanta, we know that's Vedanta Sutra written by Vedavyas. But then the exact commentary for Vedanta Sutra is given by the author himself, which is Srimad Bhagavatam. So Srimad Bhagavatam is the exact commentary for Vedanta Sutra. But then these Vedantis, they think that no, Vedanta Sutra is for us, and then only our commentary is right. They always stick to the Shadrata Bhashya of their leader, Sankaracharya. They hold on to it firmly. Oh, this is only the right. But they don't know that Vedavyas himself has given a commentary for Sri Vedanta Sutra, Brahma Sutra, this Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhāshyam Brahma Sutranam Bhagavatam. So Srimad Bhagavatam is the commentary. And it is very clear that Bhakti is the Veda Anta. Vedishcha Saviraham Vedo Vedanta Veda Nivachaham. Veda is knowledge, and that knowledge is to know the Supreme Personality of Godhead or Sri Krishna, which is confirmed by himself in Bhagavad-gītā. And that is the end of knowledge, Vedanta. And that Vedanta, when the purpose of Veda is to know Krishna and to surrender unto him, then the process of that is Bhakti. So Vedanta is to know Krishna and surrender unto him. So naturally the conclusion of Vedanta is Bhakti. So Bhakti Vedanta. So Bhakti Vedanta is the real sun that can dissipate the darkness. We are happy that Srila Prabhupada, he has given his Bhaktivedanta purpose, which is the real sun. That's why we want to distribute this literature far and wide. Because Srila Prabhupada's books, they dissipate the darkness of all sorts of Kali effects. It may be darkness of sense gratification or the darkness of impersonal liberation. Everything is dissipated by the books of Srila Prabhupada. So when this Vedanta philosophy was spoken by Sarvabhaumacharya and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he really made a heavy criticism on his philosophy, and then he started explaining the real Vedanta to Sarvabhaumacharya. Then after hearing the proper understanding of Vedanta, Sarvabhaumacharya, he just surrendered to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and accepted that yes, Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead and every jiva is meant to serve him. He became a complete Vaiṣṇava. Right from Māyāvāda to Vaiṣṇava, overnight he became. Immediately he could, by the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he became a true Vaishnava. In fact, he became what we can say, he became really a staunch Vaishnava. That one day he approached Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and he started quoting this verse. Tattena kampam susmikshamana gunjana yuvartaka vipakam kritva kapurvanutami namaste jivet mukti jivet yo mukti pade sadhayava. But he did not quote that. Jivet yo bhakti pade sadhayava. This is what he quoted. Bhakti pade. He was not at all inclined to use the word mukti at all. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard this and then he said that how it is bhakti pade. Sukadeva Goswami is quoting as mukti pade. Then Sarvabhaumacharya says that no, the mukti shabda, it immediately instills fear in the heart of the person. But bhakti pada, but the bhakti shabda, when the word bhakti comes, then it is very nice, sweet and peaceful for the heart. So it should be bhakti pade sadhayava, not mukti pade. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that, but then there is a different meaning for mukti pade. Mukti pade means one who is the shelter of all liberation. That's why in the 9th canto we will see that different types of liberation is there, and Krishna is considered the shelter of that liberation. And there are Dashavida Lakshana for the Srimad Bhagavatham, and one Lakshana is liberation, and Krishna is the Ashraya of all. All mukti is taking shelter at him. That's why he is called Mukti Pada. So that is the understanding of Sri Sukadeva Goswami when he used the word Mukti Pade Sadhayava. But then even that word of Mukti has become so allergic to Sarvabhaumacharya, who was a staunch Māyāvāda, impersonalist. But then when he heard from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he became such a wonderful staunch Vaiṣṇava. So we should know the proper philosophy, proper siddhanta, and we should scrutinizingly understand this. Otherwise, we will be misled. We are very fortunate that we have such wonderful purports by Srila Prabhupada which clearly explains everything. In fact, this philosophy of Māyāvāda is very, very difficult to understand. Even for the people who are the followers of Vedic culture. Even for the people of India, the philosophy of Vaishnavism or the conclusion of the Shastra, it's really a subject which is far beyond. Definitely, the Bhakti Shastra, they're all speaking in a very high advanced platform. This is not possible, so easily possible. That's why Krishna says, Bhaganam Janmanamante Jnanaman Mam Prapatyate. Coming to the devotional life is possible after many, many births of moving towards attaining knowledge. Jnanaman, only a person who is secreted in knowledge, after many births, he comes to the understanding of Vasudeva is everything. So it's not a so easy subject at all. But such a subject which is very difficult even for the followers of Vedic culture to understand, Srila Prabhupada, he could present the teachings of the Vedic culture in a foreign language, in a language which is not at all fit to explain the subject of Sanatana Dharma, your lecture language, English, but he could convince the people who are lecture by background, Yavana by background, or all sorts of persons that Bhagavatam quotes, Kirat, Abhinada, Pulinda, Pulkesha, all sorts of people with all low backgrounds, with very lecture language, but Prabhupada could speak the highest philosophy and just convince them. Convince the lowest people in the lowest language with the highest philosophy, which is even difficult for the people of the high Vedic culture to understand. Then we can understand how much potency the words of Srila Prabhupada are. Srila Prabhupada's words are really potent. They have so much potential. They can dissipate all darkness. Even the material sun can dissipate darkness for some 12-13 hours. That's it. Then again sun has to go away. Then again Nishi. Night will come and swallow the. Of course, night can't swallow, but still, by the arrangement that sun can give us light only for half a day, 12 hours or 14 hours. But Srila Prabhupada books are not like that. They are not dissipating just the darkness of this temporal existence. They are completely dissipating the darkness of our materialistic life altogether and surrender to Krishna. That's the potency of Bhaktivedanta purpose. That's why if you want to save somebody from darkness, then we have to simply give Srila Prabhupada books. We just repeat his instructions and give his books, then they are saved. And all sorts of darkness in the form of sense gratification will be removed by Srila Prabhupada books, and any sort of tinge of Māyāvāda or even a dense dark layer of Māyāvāda present in the heart can be cut by the strong words of Srila Prabhupada. So we should just distribute these books. Just see how wonderful we are able to understand what is real kaivalya. Otherwise, kaivalya means it's dangerous for Vaiṣṇava. They don't speak about kaivalya at all. And then, but Māyāvāda, they always speak about kaivalya. They speak about kaivalya, tattvamasi. Then what are their taraka mantras? Aham brahmasmi, yes, aham brahmasmi. They think that we have the monopoly of these things, that aham brahmasmi, tattvamasi, or this kaivalya. But these are all secondary, they are not the Mukhya Vakya. Shankaracharya, he just did not take the Mukhya Vakya at all from the Shastra. He took some here and there which will be an advantage for him, and then the foolish followers of Shankaracharya, they also continue what can be done. But Srila Prabhupada books, they give the proper understanding. Of course, Srila Prabhupada is following the Purva Acharyas. So if we just read Srila Prabhupada books, we are fully connecting ourselves to the Purva Acharyas, which is actually the exact meaning which the Shastra is intending. Shastra is clearly speaking Vaishnavism only. But then that Vaishnavism is interpreted into Māyāvādism by the Māyāvādī followers. So Srila Prabhupada, he has, in his purports, he has clearly defeated all the Māyāvāda, and then he is presenting the real philosophy. Just as when Sukadeva Goswami is speaking, he just simply keep on speaking. He is simply saying that śāntiṁ samavasthānaṁ brahma kaivalyam aśnute. So he is intending that kaivalya to be the bhakti pada, that was the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So he is clearly speaking the flow with Vaishnavism in thing, because the conclusion of Bhagavatam or any literature of the Shastra is finally Vaishnavism only. But then this Maya they have to interpret. But unfortunately it was difficult for them to interpret Srimad Bhagavatam. Mostly they stick to the Bhagavad-gītā or other Upanishads, but Srimad Bhagavatam they couldn't touch, because Srimad Bhagavatam itself is the sun. Purāṇarko-dnotitaha Krishna Sudhamu Bhagavate Dharmo Jnana-vigraha Khalau Nashta Drishanesha Purāṇarko-dnotitaha. This Bhagavatam itself is the sun. It's difficult for them to hide the sun. And they can't do anything with the sun of Srimad Bhagavatam. This has appeared so mercifully in the age of Kali. Krishna himself has come in the form of Srimad Bhagavatam to dissipate the darkness. So they did not touch Srimad Bhagavatam. And we want to mercifully deliver everybody. We want to deliver the atheists, we want to deliver the Holocaust, the students of Nyaya, the students of Yoga, the students of atheism, the students of capitalism, the students of communism, the students of socialism, or the students of democracy. We want to deliver everybody, including the students of Impossible School. In fact, they are the very toughest persons to be delivered. We see in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu delivered everybody. But then this fruit of love of Godhead was not possible to be delivered to these Māyāvādis because they are so much happening. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is Supreme Lord, finally he delivered, and we should also deliver. We don't have to worry about delivering these people, we simply have to deliver Srimad Bhagavatam to their house and then they will deliver. So that's it. In fact, our job is easily done by Srila Prabhupada. We don't have to do anything. We simply have to hand over Srila Prabhupada books to others. And those books will be taken care. Those books will do the needful. We don't have to worry. That's why Srila Prabhupada has so much stress on this book distribution also. So being a book distributor, I always have to speak on some book distribution points, otherwise my satisfaction doesn't come giving a lecture. So I'm just saying that Srila Prabhupada books are so wonderful that we can't dissipate the darkness, but we can be an instrument in dissipating the darkness by giving Srila Prabhupada books. So let us do that. In fact, that is the only way that the current situation can be saved. Otherwise, people are entering the darkness of hell. So let us save them by distributing this wonderful literature, which is explaining the philosophy so clearly. Hare Krishna. So I just stop here. Any questions?